Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Winning Mantras. Today we have the national winners of Tata Steelathon with us. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. How have you been doing during this lockdown, and how was your experience of participating in a virtual competition?
Hi, Alina. We are doing fine. Um, we have been struggling a bit, getting all our classes and exams being conducted on the remote mode. And now we have started taking a stride in participating in the case studies in the remote mode as well. But it was a great experience. And I think, like, bonus thanks to the D2C platform, they have been absolutely flawless in conducting it in the remote mode, and our experience in Tata Steelathon is a big one. This is something that we are not going to forget for a long, long time. And it is obviously one of the most coveted business case study competitions to sought after. And we had a lot of fun, and we had a lot of learnings to take away from this experience.
That sounds excellent. I hope you guys did get time to enjoy and celebrate your win after the competition.
Yeah, we would like to do that in person, but that is,
Yeah, we had
I
our own
think,
little sweet moments as well
yeah, yeah.
over video calls, but yeah, we would
But
love to
definitely,
do that.
the real celebration is pending. I think when I say this, I say this for the whole team.
But then I think we can still recall how excited and joyous we were when we heard our name finally, and it was like amazing moment that I don't think any of us can forget anytime soon.
That is very, very sweet of you guys. Let us move on to the actual competition that is Tata Steelathon, and I would like you to mention about the technical aspects of the competition here. What was the competition all about, and what was the structure of the competition?
Right. Talking about the structure of the competition, the first round involved submitting an executive summary, and in that round, few teams were selected to proceed to the next round that involved submitting a detailed presentation. After that, we had a virtual presentation round, which was also termed as pre-finale later on. And after that, we had our virtual finale round, in which 10 teams were there, and all the teams gave their very best. So yeah, that was the structure. And uh, about the competition, I think we had a beautiful opportunity of taking our own sweet time and deciding which case to choose, because we had the option of almost 10 cases, and a few of leaving aside the ones for the HR here. But for the VM also, we had multiple cases to choose, either go for operations or marketing and strategy. Under marketing and strategy as well, we had two options. So that was a great opportunity. We could analyze what we are strong at, where we can do things the right way, and where we can compete in a better way, and so on. So that, yeah, that would be it.
Okay, that sounds perfect. So, yeah, when you talk of the case study and when you talk of the number of case studies given to you, how many were there and how did you choose the one that you would like to work on? Also, I would like you to talk about how you went about creating your presentation and what were the important aspects of creating the presentation.
So when we talk about the case studies, there are different domains, such as like Tata Steelathon releases its case studies in such a way. It releases it domain wise. You have operations, you have marketing and sales, you have HR, you have CSR, you have corporate communications. These were the broader domains, and there were a minimum of 2 cases under each domain. Now it's upon you. You're free to choose any one of the case and work upon it, and then submit your executive summary accordingly. So we we were a bit inclined towards marketing, to be honest. And under marketing also, you had 2 cases. So it was a challenge to choose Startup Pravesh in the initial phase, because it was done last year as well. But we wanted to take up that challenge because that is something which really interested us, which piqued our interest, and we thought that we could contribute more to it, and we wanted to explore that particular arena. So we picked up a case for marketing and sales, that is Startup Pravesh.
I think it all happened because initially we were confused between picking up a case from strategy and one from marketing, as Arishna mentioned, the Pravesh. But then it actually happened that all three of us mutually were inclined towards Pravesh, because marketing is something that interests us all, and actually delving into a real-time situation and getting to a business which is directly dealing with customer is really something that intrigued us. So I think that was the key point, that mutually we all decided that we think that we should go with Pravesh. So it was a mutual decision at the end, and it was great to come up with it's more smoothly.
Coming to the presentation part, we were like we mentioned, our case was based on marketing and sales, which requires a thorough market research, be it primary or secondary. So we were more focused on our primary research, and obviously secondary research does play a role, but we were more focused on collecting our primary research and presenting it articulately, so that that we wanted to highlight that factor, so that it helps us proceed with our case.
Okay, that sounds great. And the way you speak of it, I'm sure you would have worked really hard on the case, and that is why I guess you guys are here with the trophy in hand. Now, but I also believe that there are numerous challenges that you face when you're working on your case solution. What were those challenges, and especially that you are sitting in this virtual mode? Were there any extra challenges that you came across?
I think the biggest challenge was the virtual mode itself. Not being able to connect, sit together, sitting in front of a virtual screen for such a long time was also tiresome. Then, as mentioned earlier by Nishchay, that collecting primary research, which is very prime to a case, we couldn't go out in markets, we couldn't touch base with our stakeholders and find out information. So everything was done over phone, over a call. So that was another challenge which we faced.
And then we had to manage our classes. We had a lot of quizzes going on then, so it was difficult to manage the time, as we all had our group projects and quizzes that we needed to give as well in the same time period.
I think the whole phase was completely packed up. We do not remember anymore what was going on at what point. But something that was common for all of us was, after every class or so, okay, fine, we have to get back to the case study. Okay, and after and every time we fine, let's have lunch and then get back to the case study. So that was an essential part uh, throughout. And yeah, during conducting our researches as well, a lot of information used to get lost while communicating in the telephonic mode and everything. So it was difficult to persuade someone for information and stuff like that. So all the analysis we did, all the assumptions we were trying to make, we had to find a lot of data from the secondary research, and then we had to connect it with the primary research and so on and on. But then I think we did a great job. All of us approached to different stakeholders, and then finally we had a lot of material to collate into a fine presentation eventually.
Okay, I am sure it would have been challenging and exciting all at the same time. And I cannot even imagine the pressure you guys must be facing during the competition, keeping up with assignments, classes, and then this case study again. So I hope you did find time for yourself in that as well, time to sleep at least a few hours. Were there any presentations or teams specifically in the grand finale that you really like presentations of?
Yeah, absolutely. So the other team from XIMB as well as the team from MDI had some great presentations. It was overall a great learning experience for us as well, because we had read the cases beforehand, but we hadn't thought of solutions for, say, a CSR case or for a strategy case. So when we were seeing their presentation, it was a learning experience for us, that maybe sometime later when we come across a strategy case, we can implement the frameworks they have used, we can understand the kind of solution that is presented. So overall, to get a feel and hang of different case studies was a really good experience, and particularly how they created a storyline around the presentation was also very interesting, that we really look forward to implement in the later case competitions we take part in.
So yeah, let us now talk about the jury. What were they looking for, and what all questions did they ask from the participants? Was there any point during the competition where you found yourself stuck, and was there any question asked by the jury which took you by surprise?
I think so. The most of the questions that were directed to us were based on our financials, and they were quite insistent on it. Like they wanted to know more intricate details about it, which is understandable as well. And we were quite expecting it. So that was something new. We got to know a lot, that where we can cover up our gaps, where we fell behind, or where we actually were spot on. So that was something good. Jury, to be honest, were very amazing. The extent of the knowledge and the additional information that they provided us was something, was eye opening. You wouldn't have thought about it, but they just suddenly came up with it in that span of a moment, maybe, and you're just left surprised as to, okay, yeah, this is also there.
Yeah, and the insights that they were able to give in those a few minutes, I don't think I'll ever forget that. Now we have instead of 4 Ps, we have 6 Ps in marketing, that one of the jury mentioned, and I think I'll take that along with me, and it was a really great experience. The kind of questions they asked were really in depth, and I think that we did a decent job. Moreover, I feel the pre-finale virtual round also helped us a lot, because we were taking all the questions they had asked then, and all the loopholes that we could come up after that. We tried to cover that in the final presentation. So I think that also worked in our favor.
Okay, I hope and I think as far as you guys have told me, I think you guys learned a lot from the jury's questions and also from the other presentations that you came across on the final day. Now, we all know that numerous corporate competitions are conducted every year at these schools. What was so special about this one competition? I know that you guys have won this competition, but what stood out for you, especially about Tata Steelathon?
Tata Steel, we all know. Tata Steelathon is one of the most coveted competitions. I think something which struck us, like something which stood out for us regarding this particular competition, is that it gives you a choice to work on which real life business case do you want to work on, which particular domain are you interested in, and and where do you think, like their tagline says, where do you think you can prove your mettle. So that is something which interested us a lot. Instead of giving only one case study, they opened around 10, so that you get to choose based on your interests. That is something really good, and which we preferred.
Also, the brand is huge. So
Also, the fact that it was actually a real life case study, the problems they are actually facing, because when we made the calls, when we went on ground, we could actually relate to the business problem, because that was actually happening. And to try and find out ways to come out of it, strategies to find a solution, it was actually a really great learning experience to actually be able to apply what we are studying in the real life. And
it
what
was very
better than
easy for us to feel very passionate about solving that case study when we realized, okay, yeah, they are facing the problems, and this is not something um, made up or something like that. They are actually going through this, and it was very easy to dive into it and have a shot in solving it.
The way you guys speak of the competition, I'm sure, and I can see how much you have enjoyed working on the case solution of Tata Steelathon. Now, guys, why would you say are these corporate competitions important, and how do you think these corporate competitions shape the B schooler's life, a B schooler's life?
Uh, Case study competitions play a very important role in a B schooler because, firstly, like we told, it gives you a glimpse of the business world, how your business world works, what are the challenges they face. And when you try to solve a case study, you go in depth, your research is in depth, you go down to the market, or you go down to the very base and try to find out where is that one inkling which we can remove. So I think that is, you get to know a lot of intricate details and not just superficially go over it. That is something which is very important. Apart from that, these are real life, most of them are at least real life cases, and working for that, and like understanding that you're trying to find a solution to it is an amazing feeling altogether. That you are like from become in the process of becoming a manager, you, this is your first step, something like that.
Right. Actually, it gives a great exposure that when we go to our internship or to our future jobs, we'll all are learning and accumulating things here and there, learning different things, how to talk to people, how to go about solving a business problem, what does the customer need, how do you solve that problem, what is the steps that you take forward. So all in all, we all do case studies in our subjects while studying at B schools, but these case studies really hold a great importance because we have real deadlines, and then working on actual problems, and then being a part of the solution that will eventually make an impact is a great feeling to have, I feel.
Absolutely. I think the way these corporate competitions leave an impact on B schoolers' life, nothing else does. And it also gives you a practical exposure of the real corporate world out there that I don't think any classroom study or education can give you.
I think they provide a platform where we get to unify our learnings from our college with our instincts. So I think that's what makes it so special and so easy to grasp it later on, whatever we are going through, be it the research part, be it the execution part, be it when we pitch it to the jury, or it's just a whole lot of learnings binded into one. That's what makes it so crucial and a crucial aspect of any B-schooler's life.
I think it is these case study competitions where you actually apply, like where the practicality of your theoretical knowledge weighs in.
Also, it makes us go deeper into the concepts. If we are understanding and reading something in the marketing subject from a, say, bird view, if we are asked to go in detail for a particular case competition and get to know more about it, know how different industries are following that approach. So overall, it is a great experience. And personally, being in the virtual mode, this also gave us all three a little more time to spend with each other, get to know each other better, bond even more better. So all in all, couldn't have asked for a better team and a better experience.
Okay, sounds good. Now that we are at an end or towards an end of this discussion, what would be your one advice to the future participants of Tata Steelathon? How should they work on their case study and what else should they be looking at, especially the intricate aspects of the competition?
I think the one of the first things which we would like to highlight is pick a case of your interest. Until and unless you are very into that case, you wouldn't feel like working for it. You need to be passionate about that domain. You need to be passionate about that case particularly to go ahead and work on it, and you'll be willing to put more effort and hours to finally get a solution. It's not about the winning, but to finally come up with a solution which is unique, which is different, is something really special, and that is which we all share. In the end, we all were very happy that we could come up with a very great solution, even if we do not win. So
Yeah,
that
I
is something
think
which we would like to
every
tell.
consumer or every stakeholder we talk to contributed to our solution. So I just wanted to add on to Arishna's point that it is very important to actually reach out to the customer. Many people say it, but actually experiencing it and being able to come up with a solution, because we knew that every person, every stakeholder we talked to contributed to the solution because everyone would get a different insights. So I was talking to dealers from Delhi, Arishna is talking dealers and stakeholders from Hyderabad and surrounding states. So overall, getting to know the consumer is also really important for any marketing case study competition, I feel.
Apart from that, it doesn't matter from which background you are. Any background you belong to, any educational background you belong to, will obviously weigh in. Like for example, Roshni being from an architectural background really helped us in this case. Uh, same goes with Nishchay and me, being from commerce and economics backgrounds. We could gain something from our subjects as well. So do not restrain yourself by thinking, no, my subjects might not help me in this. They always will. It's all about knowledge.
Right. We will just never know when it will click, and we just have to trust on what we know, and we should also be ready all the time what we need to learn. We must know what we don't know as well, and that's what happened with us. We chose the case study where we thought each one of us could make a huge contribution, and then when eventually it gets added up, it will leave a huge impact. And other than that, I think the most crucial thing for any case study competition is getting your team right. Like the team dynamics, they play a huge role somehow.
I
If
think it's
not anything, you end up with that satisfaction of, yeah, we completed it on time. And moreover, you bond over these things. Apart
Right.
from that, we would also like to tell that stick to your ideas. If there is something that you strongly believe in, that this might work out, put that. No matter how silly it might sound or how impractical it might be, you never know what idea may work out for you. The same was the case for us. We critiqued many of our own ideas as well, but in the end, we were quite affirmative that it might work out, and it did.
And I think it's also important to just keep going. We faced a lot of roadblocks, creative roadblocks, and we were also getting a lot of challenges that how to proceed ahead. So it's sometimes okay to relax a bit, say take a break, 30-minute break, and get back along together, keep pushing each other, maybe consulting our seniors for and professors for different things. So all in all, just keep pushing, just keep going, and just be there, keep doing, and eventually finding a way out of things.
Okay, I'm sure all of this is going to really motivate the young guns to participate in future editions of Tata Steelathon. Thank you so much, team, for being with us today for this discussion. It was great interacting with you, knowing more about you and the competition. We hope and wish you all the best for all the future endeavors, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, and stay home.
Thanks a
Thank you,
lot.
Alina.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank